Hey guys, Slamson here. Face. So I just want to record this video to talk about things that have been going on, things that have been happening recently, with the friend group of mine that appears frequently on the channel. So just to get the pressing question or pressing matter out of the way, Nosy, I'm not killing myself. I know I saw you were worried about that. I think you should have said something about that too. I'm not killing myself. It's just Discord drama, bro. Chill out. But that said, I will be quitting uploading to this YouTube channel for I don't really know how long. Um, Probably at shortest until summer starts again next year, or yeah, next year. Um, it's just, I don't have time anymore with this college stuff, you know, not even in college yet, and I'm already so busy getting ready for it, all this stuff I'm doing in my senior year of high school. It's a lot, and I'm glad that I'm doing a lot to be ready for high school, but it's really taking a toll, and I can't do this channel as much as I used to be able to. Without sacrificing my grades. And I really don't want to do that. I quite like having good grades. Actually got honor roll last year. Didn't take honors classes, but I was eligible for it, so it's time to start uploading a lot less. I might go back and finish some projects I still have working on. I kind of want to finish those. I don't know about Swap to You. I know that's like one of my main focuses for my channel right now, and I don't know, I just, between this, not having motivation, all the drama going on, I don't think I can finish it, to be honest. I guess I mentioned the drama, I should probably talk about that. I'm leaving Discord as well. Not exactly leaving the app, there's still things related to games and other communities. I'm still gonna be in there, but oh well. Not much I can do about that. Mainly just gonna be leaving like the friend group due to recent drama. I think it's best not only for me, for my mental health, but also for everyone else if I go. So yeah. Oh fuck. Oh fuck, I stopped the recording. Fuck, I hit the fucking spacebar when I was tabbed into OBS, motherfucker. I forgot what I was gonna say. But yeah, basically leaving Discord because of all the drama. Well, not leaving Discord, leaving the areas where the friend group really was. So like Lob 4, and just Lob in general. My Discord server. I left Series Hub already. That was a server Hatchet made just for getting roleplay and project stuff. But because of recent events, I don't think I want to be associating with these kinds of people anymore. So I guess on the topic of drama, it's been a build up, just so much over the last probably since 2024, to be honest. I don't know exactly when it all started, but I feel like it definitely started with Toony. Now Toony, I know I did ping you, or I will ping you in the description of this and whatnot. Might DM you, I don't know. I haven't made up my mind about that yet, but there is a message for you at the end of the video. I'm not sure if you saw yet. So if you want, you can skip to the end of that, but up to you, honestly. I don't expect you to answer it. But back on track with Toony. I don't know. At some point it just felt like he was just taking the piss out on me, for no good reason. An event that I remember that might be the start of it. I'm not entirely sure. Again, I don't feel like going back to check, to be honest, but I know it was roughly 2024. Maybe late. No, probably not late 2023. I really couldn't tell you, to be honest. Probably 2024. Started with I know one point, I told him, "Oh man, I got another." Because it was when I realized I think I had my second hernia. Um, so I told him, I'm like, and in DMs, I'm like, "Oh man, I'm really not happy about this, man. This sucks. I'm really bummed out." And he's like, "Dog, the winter hernia's got to stop." Which, like, yeah, it's funny, but like, coming from what I knew of him before, it felt really. I don't know. I don't want to sound like a pussy saying this, but like, it felt just disrespectful, to be honest. Or at the very least, just like he didn't care. Maybe not as much as he was letting on or something. So that kind of started me feeling like there was some sort of bad blood from Toony towards me. And I tried plenty of times to make things better. Things got better, things got worse. It's up and down roller coaster. I don't know at this point, to be honest. At some point, I'll see if I can find the screenshot for this. I didn't do that before recording this. I was talking with Shoomy in DMs, and he ended up asking Toony for me, what oh, what do you think about Slamson, whatever shit he asked. And it came to Toony saying something about seeing me differently or whatever. I mean, you can see the screenshots up on screen. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I just feel like he hasn't seen his friend. I mean, who even knows if he was telling the truth? To be honest, is that talking to Shumi? Who takes things seriously when Shumi's around? Like, let's be dead ass. But seriously though. And then eventually, you know, things got better, or worse. You know, roller coaster, whatnot. Let me give you some backstory for this. This is pretty much completely separated from Toony's drama with me, for the most part. So at some point, there was a group chat made with me, Z, and Lordkill, and maybe other people, I'm not sure. And it was just like, oh, we want to have a server where Z doesn't get picked on, you know, because if you know the channel, you know fucking Z has been the victim of pretty much everything. He's been the laughing stock, I guess, could say. I can't think of the word I want to use. I guess blunt of the joke. I don't know the phrasing for it, but and eventually I came around and I realized maybe I shouldn't treat people like maybe I shouldn't be an asshole to people just because everyone else is. You know, this guy, yeah, he's annoying sometimes. I'm talking about Z. Like, yeah, he's annoying sometimes. He doesn't, know when to read the room at all times, but like, he's just a normal guy, and I can't justify, from a moral standpoint, like, picking on him, because, like, what's the point? Why would I do this? Why would I be an asshole to him? He's done nothing wrong. He hasn't been an asshole to me, last I checked. And there will be people saying that Z is the source of, oh, the Slamson's leaving and all this drama started because of Z. It's fucking bullshit. They're just using him as a scapegoat to attack me. Which I'm not too happy about. I'm a little upset that he ended up getting caught so much in the crossfire because of this, but just what happens, I guess. So back to the server, that group chat ended up turning into just a regular Discord server, and it was fine for a while. Met some people. I think one of them, I know I invited espuma to it because some guy played Ultra or some shit, I don't know. And I was pretty much inactive in it for the most part, and I started becoming, as I started to get to know everyone else on the server, I started, a little more chill, a little more active, and then at some point out of the blue, I don't know who started arguing first, but I'd assume it was espuma, arguing with Z about stuff, and I will admit, I probably could have handled this situation better, but I ended up just, I kind of just interjected, hey, I think both of you guys are stupid for arguing, this is, like, dumb, or whatever it was. I forget what they were arguing about, to be honest. So espuma didn't take kindly to that, and then I forget what Z's reaction was, it's not important. So Espuma started getting really freaking pissed off, to the point that Lord Kill ended up banning him from the server, which I didn't realize. I thought at the time, I thought he left himself, and then I thought it was fine after that. Oh well, Espuma crash out, he does that. I've known already that Toony's side of the friend group, which was like, Toony obviously, Espuma, or not Lord Kill, Shoomy, I guess Kenzie? I don't know, not really Kenzie. Maybe not, I don't know. But, like, those three that I just mentioned, definitely do not like Z. That's for sure. So, like, I'm like, oh, it's just him. It's my fault for inviting him to the server anyways. He doesn't really have to be here anyways. So then later that night, I'm just DMing Lord Kill about some unrelated stuff. Fucking around, I do that thing where you ping someone where you like, so you go into someone's DMs, you ping them, then you copy that message and then send it in a different DM, and then that lets you like ping the person even though they're not there technically because I don't know however that works. So I did that with a couple of people. I told them, I was like, oh sorry, I'm just fucking around with Lord Kill, don't worry about it. I did that to Espuma, and apparently he took that as me saying that, hey, I'm the one who banned you or something, and also as a disguised way of saying fuck you. I don't know. Don't know where he got that from, much less that it was way later in the day and that don't know why I would even be talking about that, that late into the day. I think it was like 8 or 9 o'clock or something, where the other stuff was like around lunchtime. I don't know. Specific dates, I'm sure they're up on screen, if that's in the screenshots. So that ended up with Espuma blocking me. Or no. He didn't block me. He just, I guess, kind of ghosted me. He left Lob. Oh, jeez. I didn't even mention Tuna leaving Lob. Yeah, that happened a while before this. He left. I forget the reason why, but he ended up leaving. Because he wasn't really, I think it was like he was inactive or whatever, or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, so now that's the second person from like the main friend group who's left Lob and kind of put a bad taste in my mouth. So already not feeling great, in all honesty. And then, so that's basically the entirety of this Puma drama. Well, except actually, a little later on, I was like, yo, if I was like trying to reach out to him, like, hey man, I'm sorry, you misunderstood that, can we like make up, I don't mean anything in bad blood. I don't mean this, I don't want this to ruin our friendship, because, I genuinely like these guys. I don't want to say that they're good people, because they're definitely not, some of the things that they've done, but they're not bad people either. I've had most of my good times online, and even just in my life in general, which is going to sound sad, but in general I've been with them. They're probably the most amazing group of people I think I've ever had the pleasure of interacting with, before all this drama started. But anyways, where was I? So I was like reaching out to Espuma, and then I was like, you know what, if you're not gonna try to fix things, then just block me, stop giving me hope that you're gonna. And he's like, okay, and then blocks me. So that was that. So that's the end of Espuma's drama. We're ready to go to the Lob 4 drama. That's pretty much caused this video, for the most part. It didn't cause this video. This video was going to be a lot different before this all happened. Then, the weekend I'm recording this, which today is Monday, the 22nd of September. So, this past weekend has just been a fucking... I don't know. Words can't... I can't put this into words, into emotions. Just appalling, I guess. It started out on the 18th with Shoomy asking me if he could ban Z from Lob because he didn't like him. Because, that side of the group doesn't really like him. Told him no. I told him, no, dude, you can't ban this guy. There's no reason, and if you do, then, I'm taking your roles away, whatnot. There's no reason to be hating on this guy. What has he done to you? Genuinely. I'm still curious to know about that, actually. I have never found the answer to that one. And don't say he's been annoying, because I don't want to fucking hear it, to be honest. We've all been annoying. That's not an excuse for cyberbullying. So I went to sleep, woke up, next day, 19th, Shoomy has left Lob, I see in the logging chat. So I sent an announcement in Lob 4 saying, well, I guess Shoomy's gone, because I think, oh yeah, right, I forgot to mention, Shoomy was talking about, a while ago, Shoomy said something about, I'm not going to leave Lob even if, whatever and whatever, because I don't want Z to be community manager, because I told him Z would be manager if he left, because he was second on the poll. So that turned in, so next day, now we're on next day, for real this time. Shoomy left, so Z becomes community manager. So we're going to take a break a bit to establish a server that toony has. I think there's a plane flying over my house. Don't worry about it. Probably won't pick it up still. toony had this server called Gang Affiliates or whatever, just some... Probably started out as some server for him and like other people in the friend group that I don't really know well. Just a place for them to hang out, and I think towards recently it ended up just becoming a place to make fun of the people who aren't in it. So that would be like Z, Lordkill, I'd assume, Hatchet probably, me, and whoever else they felt like clowning on. So that would be toony's server, which is Gang Affiliates. On the 19th, I made a group chat called Anti-Gang Affiliates. Very creative, I know. Made it with Z, Lordkill, Trustful, who I actually recently been getting to make amends with after all the stuff I said and all that shit in the past, but we've moved on from that. We're cool now. So I made it with Z, Lordkill, Trustful, Kenzie, and G-Shep was added later. The name is really just because, Gang Affiliates is where all the people who are getting in dramas and leaving discords with me, that's where they are. So we're anti-Gang Affiliates because we're, it's not a serious name. Nothing against the server, really, just the people in it. And it was also just, I made this group chat to just have one place to talk to vent to everyone, that wasn't against me, that I knew I could trust, and there wouldn't be any fighting in it, really, which has remained true, which is good. At least I had the foresight to do that. So now it's the 20th. Hatchet and Hayden, or Hatchet starts DMing me, hey man, Lordkill's gonna ruin your server, or not Lordkill, I keep fucking saying Lordkill. Hey man, Z's gonna ruin your server, you should make Hayden community manager, Z's gonna destroy your server because he did it to my server once, and, I still have yet to see proof of this, and believe it or not, in the short time that Z was community manager, nothing happened to Lob. But back to the point, Hatchet's giving me that, and then later, Hayden starts running his mouth in DMs as well, talking about, I won't be surprised if I wake up tomorrow and Lob is nuked, because Lordkill, or not Lordkill, I'm so sorry Lordkill, I keep fucking up, because Z is in charge, and I'm like, bro, I don't understand the logic here. This guy has zero problems with me. We're probably the two people who trust each other the most. Why would he do this? Is he stupid? So anyways, I tell them, look, you guys aren't going to change my mind. Stop messaging me. I don't care. I'm not changing, I'm not changing my mind, Z is going to stay community manager until I see that he isn't fit to be community manager. So, funnily enough, Hatch and Hayden, I saw them, I'm not sure if they were in VC at the exact time of sending me the messages, but they were after, for sure. In a VC, in that series hub server I mentioned. At first they were on their own, and then guess who joined them? toony. What a shocker. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to accuse Toony of turning everyone against me, but I am gonna say it's very convenient that whenever someone starts either hanging out with Toony a lot or being best buddies with him or just being in this vicinity, that people start turning against me. I think that's a very interesting correlation. And I hope there's no causation, but if there is, then we have problems here. I've got a ping on Discord. What could this possibly be? It's not for me. It's a general server ping. Giveaway. This shit will fucking load. Good enough. I'll fucking take it. Join that shit! Alright, so anyways, yeah. So then, later in the day, Hatchet leaves without a word. Hatchet leaves Lob without a word. Hayden starts complaining in general. I tell him, as you can see in the screenshots I'm probably showing right now, no, go leave, you know, think about, just think, you know, think about your morals, and just, I know he's not a religious person, but I do think he would benefit from finding some kind of a God in his life. And I'm not saying that to insult Hayden in any way. It's probably just what would be best for him. Not to sound condescending, but that's just what I think. In my opinion, don't cancel, please. Anyways, in seriousness, Hayden complains, he leaves, keeps saying, oh, Lob's gonna be nuked tomorrow, whatever. Which, funnily enough, Lob, I said this before, but I'll say it again, Lob was perfectly fine, untouched even, in the time that Z was community manager. It only started getting fucked with when I gave owner to G-Shep, who let pretty much everyone who I was fighting with, you know, Toony, Espuma, Shoomy, and their alts and whatever, let them all back into the server, and then changed it to G-Shep, iconography, whatever the fuck, I don't. And they're actually the ones who banned Z, and they user banned Trustful as well, without him even being in the server, which I have audit logs as proof of that. So anyways, that's all, like, yesterday and whatnot, but back to linearly in this, I actually have notes written down of the events of things happening, so I don't lose track. So anyways, back to Hayden leaving. I go to bed that night, and I decide that a big part of the problem, aside from just me trying to bring people together to make people see that hating people is pointless, is Lob, the server. Because if you think about it, these people wouldn't be fighting if that server didn't exist. So I messaged the anti-gang affiliates group chat. I'm writing this message to remind myself to delete Lob or whatever I said. And then as I'm trying to fall asleep, my mind's just racing. I might have even been crying myself to sleep or like weeping or something. Which is a lot more common of a thing than you would think with me. But as I'm, you know, everything is racing through my head, I realize that I came this close. I was so close to making everyone just happy. Everyone just getting along with each other. I was so close to it. And I missed it again. I say again like I've done this before. I missed it. Which also isn't an uncommon occurrence. I'm very frequently falling just barely shy of things. So often, and after a while, it really gets annoying. I'll have to admit. It really does. And you can actually see an instance of this in toony SMP, which is actually the most recent thing I've uploaded at this point. Which is, I was so close to getting all my stuff back in the server, and then despawn and whatever. I'm like, oh, that sucked. It's not an uncommon thing. I'll just say that. and I was so close. I I was making things better with everyone I used to know. You know, Trustful, Z, all the people I had drama with. You know, reintroducing people back. You know, trying to change people's minds to make them see that hating is just not worth it. Life's too short for all the hating and the fighting. I don't see the point in it. You just make yourself and the person you're fighting sadder. It doesn't benefit anyone to be like this. And that's why I can't be around these people anymore. It's disgusting, some of the things they say and they do. You know, in reference to just being jackasses to other people. I can't anymore with this group. I don't know if they're immature, if they're just assholes with no regard for people's mental health. I don't know. I really couldn't tell you, to be honest. I thought these people were my friends. I really did. Good 4 or 5 years, some of them. But I've just found I've wasted all that time that I could have been socializing in the real world. I wasted it talking to these people online. I couldn't take it anymore. I just they're not there didn't used to be much online when I'd fall short of something. Maybe a school grade, maybe at the most, just that. But my entire look, I'm gonna be real. I don't have much of an IRL social life. I've got like a handful of friends in school, and that's it. We don't talk much outside of school. So when my like dedicated like group of friends that I've known for so long, I've made so many good memories with, when they go and do things like this, when I do things like this, try to bring them together and it just divides them. It broke me. So that brings us to today. That's where we're at now. I'm done. I'm done with these people. I'm done with the channel. Maybe not done with the channel per se, but it's going so far on the back burner. I might as well be. I don't know what to say anymore. I feel betrayed. I feel regret for bringing these people together to fight and dividing them too. This is all my fault. People will try to blame Z and whoever else, you know, and even some of you might blame, oh, it's Toony's fault, it's espuma's fault, it's shoomy's fault, it's this and that's fault. It's my fault. I did this. I brought this on myself. This video is just me accepting that, I guess. I don't know what to do anymore. A lot of things I did, I did because I wanted to be around these people. Playing games with these people online, you know. Making videos. Sometimes even just to share with these people. I've spent so long with these people, some of them. A lot of them. And they just go and do this. With zero regard. Maybe I'm too soft. Maybe I'm just a pussy. I don't know. That's neither here nor there. These actions aren't excusable by just me being soft. It's disgusting. These people disgust me, their actions of recently. It hurts me to say that. These people I've known for so fucking long could just do this, and that I'm disgusted by them. I really thought things were turning around. You know. Sure, at the time I just only lost to Espuma, but, you know, I was getting everyone else back, you know, I was getting Trustful to return, kind of. I mean, I introduced him, you know, back to a couple of people. And it was going fine, it was going great, and then they do this. Then it makes me wonder, were they really my friends, or were they just doing all this? Were they doing this just... I don't know, man. I could rant all day I've been mentally ranting since all of this started happening. Since I sent that message to the group chat about deleting Lob. This has been running through my head day in and day out. I was barely able to fucking sleep last night. I'm gonna be honest, thinking about this. I'm not happy like this. This doesn't make people happy. But I don't know if they realize that. They take everything as a joke, when there are times in life where you've got to be serious. So, to wrap up, videos, there's probably going to be, like, I'll probably have a poll scheduled to come out. Do you want me to finish the videos I was working on? Or there's projects that I've poured a lot of time into that I haven't finished yet. The FNAF 11-year anniversary would be one that's so late at this point that I don't even fucking know if I should finish it. I don't think I can finish Swap to You, if I'm being honest, at this rate. I'm not motivated. I can't get voice actors, and I was so close to finishing it. This was going to be like the first series I put care into that I finished. One episode. One more. One person's lines is all it needed. And I could have worked on it and finished it. Maybe over next summer. But I can't now. I was so close to having the FNAF video, the 11th anniversary video on time. And I didn't. I fell short. I'm always falling short. Whatever. I'd like to apologize to Z for... I'm just sorry for what they've done to you. It's so fucked up. I mean, they hate you. You didn't do fucking anything. Not that I've seen. And they hate on him. Alright guys, a little bit of a jump cut. Probably not too noticeable, but I got cut off while apologizing to Trustful. So I'll start again. I'm sorry, Trustful, for just bringing you back at a bad time. I thought things were better. I really did. I really thought that things were going better. It was at the time when I was bringing people together. I thought things were fine. But I guess they weren't. So, yeah. I'm sorry I dragged you into the group chat, the anti-gang affiliates one. I will say though, in the time that you were back, we were making things better between us. It was great. I'm happy I did. I'm happy you forgave me for the shit that I said about you back then. So I'm just sorry to you, to Z, to everyone I involved in this, to the whole friend group basically that I drove apart. All right, just popping in, even later Slamson, just to say that while I was getting screenshots for Discord and just in between jotting down the notes of all the drama that happened and actually recording this, I've been getting some DMs, one from Toony, whatever the fuck that means. I don't know. Do we have any philosophists, any scholars in the chat? Can we get answers on that? Also, I saw Hatchet DMing me. I was talking to Hayden about what happened with Lob, with all the changing and shit. And then today, actually, at the time of recording, Hatchet messaged me saying what they did was wrong. I'm sure he didn't mean it this way, but it does feel like pushing blame off. Hatchet, you're just as responsible for me leaving. You're as responsible for me leaving the friend group as everyone else is who was involved in this. So don't ride your high horse, buddy. You too, Hayden. I may not be actively verbally attacking you and shit, but doesn't always mean we're buddies. Especially after the things that all of you as a group have pulled. Hey, jumping in, just to say don't go and harass any of these people. You know, G-Shep, Toony, Shoomy, Espuma, Z, Hatchet, Hayden, you know, Trustful, Lord Kill, anybody. It's it doesn't fix anything. Fighting doesn't fix this. All right, now on to the message for toony. If you're just a regular view, I guess you can leave. Um, this part isn't really just talking to toony primarily, to shoomy, because he might watch this. I know he does watch my stuff sometimes, and to espuma, but let's be honest, he's probably not gonna. He's too busy being a dick to respond to this. But I've got questions for you. So if you're not one of these three stooges, then get lost. I don't have much more to say for you. There's not much more I can add. I'm done. Goodbye. Not for you three. Mainly you, toony. Did all those years that we spent together, all the times, did it mean nothing? Was it just a drop in the bucket to you? Was I nothing more than just the guy online who you argued with? Did my mental health mean nothing? Was the things that I would confide with you about in DMs, were you just using that as a way to fuck with me? Knowing how to make me tick, what to do to ruin my mental health, my social life? Because it really feels like it. You're not good people. You're not, for doing this. I would have at least hoped that you, toony, would understand the impact this has had on me, my mental health, and all that. I thought you were smarter. I thought I used to see you as this book smart, intelligent kiddo. This great guy, stand up guy, funny guy. But I guess you're not. So, my mistake. I misjudged you. For the rest of you two, shoomy, espuma, come back to the questions I proposed to toony. And you all come back when you're mature enough to understand the consequences of your actions. I have nothing more to say. Goodbye.